A new day, a new crime scene. Last night here in East London, a 15-year-old was stabbed to death with a knife. Social worker Paul Mackenzie has visited many such crime scenes. But this time it really gets to him. The victim was a friend of his nephew.
A great job right there. It's just happening too much, isn't it? And you see these are everywhere. You used to see a bunch of flowers years ago and it meant something. You really sort of went over there and read the request. And now it's just like, there's too many to read. More than likely only because somebody wanted to prove something to somebody else. That's the sad thing, is that a life has become a point system. And now somebody's somewhere saying they know who did that, and that person gets respect.
Often it's a case of rivalry between members of youth gangs. But innocent bystanders can also fall victim to knife crime. In some gangs, knifing someone is proof a youngster is worthy of belonging to a gang.
"13 years old being arrested for knife point robbery. What happened?"
Mackenzie talks to gang members and makes videos to show how quickly things are deteriorating in some parts of London.
Why do you carry a 15-inch knife?
Because it's big and it'll get them scared. To feel safe. Because I don't want someone pulling up at me, like trying to kill me, so I'll kill him. I don't want to die.
Alarms everywhere!
Paul Mackenzie feels that the government doesn't take knife crime seriously enough. He supports an initiative which demands that the government treat the violence as a national emergency.
You make funding.
I've lost my younger brother, Lamar Stewart, to knife crime.
This was my son Isaiah, who was murdered in 2015.
I lost my son on the 30th of September 2017.
My step-nephew, he died through knife crime on the 5th of February this year. He was knifed through the heart.
In some neighbourhoods, young people don't leave home without a knife, as they think they must be prepared to defend themselves. Mackenzie says it's a scandal that combat knives are sold freely.
That Rambo knife in particular is the favourite knife at the moment. Then it says collect 4 Rambo knives and you get a discount. You can see all sorts of different types of knives in the window. And for me, it's not something you want to advertise in a window, especially with what's going on at the moment.
Jason Isaacs was stabbed to death 1.5 years ago. He was Sharon Kendall's eldest son. Now her younger children always have to come home straight from school because she fears for their lives. Jason was killed early in the evening while he was out with a few friends.
Yeah, they had a what? Power cut. Jason was with 4 friends, so there's 5 of them. And yeah, they had to run for their lives. And they all went in different directions and Jason got caught and was stabbed 8 times.
Jason was targeted by a gang which he himself had nothing to do with.
Everyone that knew Jason, he always hugged you and kissed you, which was nice because every time he went out, or if he did go out, he's always, "I love you, Mum," or kiss, and that's what we got that night. We did everything together, really. He was a very family person.
Jason's killer was caught. He was just 17 at the time. Rap videos of him and his gang can be seen on the internet. Known as drill, this style of hip-hop is very popular with British youths.
They talk about stabbing people in the back, which is what they do. And Jason obviously was stabbed in his back. So.
And then the boy ended up dead.
What influence does drill music have? What can you do when carrying a knife is considered normal? These are the kinds of questions Paul Mackenzie asks in his talks with teens. Everyone here is familiar with drill. They all know kids who carry knives. Finding answers is tough. But these youths and their parents agree, jail time isn't enough.
I know someone that's in prison and like he's still able to get a phone and post on Snapchat that he's enjoying prison.
They're just listening to music, rapping, doing all of that. So prison isn't really like a big thing to them.
The issue here is a systemic one. Violence is normalised now. Unless we start looking a bit further above the young people, we're never going to get to the bottom of this. They need values, they need new belief systems. They need to believe there is a future. You talk to some of these young people, they can't see past 20. And any society that has a generation of young people that can't see past 20, you've got to address that from above. They're just going out and randomly stabbing.
Paul Mackenzie knows there aren't any quick fixes to this situation. The British government has now committed itself to investing in youth work and strengthening the police presence. Everyone knows the problem has simply become too large to ignore.